Is it better to stack 10-ounce silver bars or generic 1-ounce silver rounds? Or is it better to stack sovereign or even silver eagles? Well, today I received this comment by one of my viewers. He said, when selling silver back to a shop to raise some cash, I have found that I get the best return compared to price paid on 10-ounce bars. He also goes on to say, I've sold 90% to private parties in small amounts at much better prices than shops will pay. Well, of course we know he's correct when he said that you get more for your silver when you sell it on your own. But is he correct about the 10-ounce bar versus 1-ounce round thing? Well, today we're going to explore that because there is a local coin shop near me that shows their prices online. Their prices even update on the spot price, just like the big online dealers. And they show both their buy and their sell. And we're going to use their chart to see if it is in fact better to just buy 10-ounce bars. My channel is sponsored by sdbullion.com. New customers can get their first order of gold or silver at spot by going to sdbullion.com/new. All right, so here we are with the sheet. I'm going to show it to you in a second, but I just want to say, of course, you don't walk into a coin shop to buy silver, walk out, and then turn around and walk back in and sell it. You're going to lose your butt doing that. Don't do that. This is just an exercise to really see what that difference between buy and sell is, or the buy and sell spread. And then also keep in mind, this is one coin shop, just one. This could vary across the country. And to be honest, I probably would have called coin shops to get more data, but I just did that the other day and I don't want to do that too often. So we'll take a couple of weeks off from calling coin shops, but this sheet really gives us some insight. So let's take a look. And you can see, I took this screenshot here, 8/1 of 2024. It shows them in the top left. It shows silver sitting at 28.39. Now this spreadsheet updates every time you refresh it. It updates spot price and all the prices, and they do gold, silver, platinum, palladium, so on and so forth. You get the idea. But we're going to be focused in on some silver products. So we're going to look at 1-ounce American Eagles common gems. That's just random date common silver eagles. We're going to look at 999 1-ounce rounds. We're going to look at a bunch of the sovereigns, so Maples, Philharmonics, Britannias, Noah's Arks, Krugerrands, Kangaroos. We're going to look at those. And then, of course, we're going to be looking at 90% dimes, quarters, and half dollars. Now, of course, those numbers are kind of small, so I put this sheet together to make it a little bit easier to read. Now, as you can see, I took rounds, 10-ounce bars, eagles, miscellaneous sovereign coins, and 90% silver, and then I went ahead and did the math so that it's all per ounce. And if we look at silver rounds, you can see silver rounds right now, they are selling for $29.84. That's what you can buy them for. And they buy them back from you for, you could sell them for $27.64. That is a difference of $2.20. So if you were to walk in there, grab them, walk out the door, turn around and walk back in, you would lose $2.20, which is a difference of 7.4%. 10-ounce bars is almost identical, which is the point of this video. You can see 10-ounce bars, you can buy at a quarter cheaper, but this shop buys them at a quarter cheaper as well. So $29.69 per ounce, they buy them back at $27.49, a difference again of exactly $2.20, which because the numbers are a little bit different, comes out to 7.41%, but again, basically the same numbers. Now, silver eagles actually do better than miscellaneous sovereign and 90% silver. So look at this, they have eagles at $33.29. They buy them back for $30.39, a difference of $2.90 or 8.71%. They do better on a percentage scale and on a pure dollar scale. Miscellaneous sovereigns, $31.47. This is average of the 5 that they had on the list. And they buy them back for $28.33, which is a difference of $3.14 or exactly 10%. And then, of course, 90% silver, they are selling it for $29.19. Again, this is per ounce. So basically $29.19 for a $1.40 face. And they buy it back for $26.14, a difference of $3.05. But on a percentage scale, that is 10.45%. Now, if you're still watching at this point, I'm sure many of you are thinking that this video is pointless because obviously you're not going to walk into a coin shop, buy silver, turn around and walk back in and resell it. You're throwing money away, and I said that at the beginning of the video. Many of us are stacking silver for other reasons. Most of us to get our money, our wealth out of fiat currency that continues to decline in value and putting it into something that is real and tangible like silver, gold, or some other physical product that you can hold in your hand. Some people do Bitcoin. That's fine if that's what you do. I prefer precious metals. So that then begs the question, what happens if down the line we want to sell it after silver goes up? Should we have bought 10-ounce bars? Should we have bought 1-ounce rounds? Should we have even bought eagles or bigger bars like these kilos, maybe these sovereigns? What should we really buy if we want to be able to get the most money that we can when we turn around and sell it down the road? Well, let's take a look. Now, if you're a longtime viewer of the channel, you probably recognize this spreadsheet. I've been using it for a while. And if you're a new viewer of the channel and don't recognize it, do me a favor and make sure you are subscribed. And also in the description, I will put a link where you can download this for free. But this is an Excel spreadsheet I put together to calculate generic versus premiums on buy and sell. Now you can see right here that we have the premiums already put in, and this is using our percentage premium standpoint because we want to look at the percentages. Now remember, the difference between buy and sell on rounds and 10 ounce bars was 7.2%, but the premium right here of rounds and bars, in other words, how much you're paying over spot, is 5.11%. So you're paying to buy rounds and bars from this shop 5.11% over spot. Silver Eagles go way higher at 13.74%, and you can see our miscellaneous sovereign actually came out on average. Remember, that was an average of the ones that they have at 10.85%. And then 90% silver comes in with the lowest premium at 2.82% over spot. Now, what this does is if we put in how much we're going to spend on silver and then what the spot price is when we turn around and sell that silver, it will tell us which one of these silver products was the better buy. So let's say that today we are going to spend $5,000. As you can see, the sheet shows us that we will be able to get 167 ounces roughly of rounds or bars. Silver Eagles, 154 ounces, so you're losing 13 ounces of silver. Miscellaneous Sovereign would be 158, almost 159. And you can see the 90% silver would be 171 ounces. And the fiat value at spot, this is what the value at spot price of the silver that you just bought is. 4,756 on rounds, 43.95 on Eagles, 4,500 on sovereigns, and 90% silver at 48.26. Now the sell premium here, this is what the shop was actually paying back or over spot. So they were actually paying 2.64% back of spot for silver rounds and bars. They were paying 7.04% over spot for 1 ounce silver Eagles. Miscellaneous sovereign was actually 0.002%, and you can see up here that's actually what's in there. It only shows 0.00% here. And you can see our 90% silver comes in way below the rest of them at 7.93%. So let's say that we wait until silver gets $50 per ounce, and then we want to go ahead and sell this back to get our fiat currency. Here's what happens. You can see Silver Eagles are actually winning in this case because even though you're paying so much more over spot, they are paying 7.04% over spot, and the sell value comes out to 82.87. Your silver rounds comes out to 81.56. Your sovereign at 79.44, and then you can see our 90% comes in the lowest at 78.85. So there is a difference between the top and the bottom of about $400. And if it went up to $1,000 an ounce, you can see it really only comes in at $7,000 to $8,000 in difference. So it looks like, at least with this shop, that Silver Eagles are currently the better buy because those premiums on Silver Eagles are down. This shop at 13.74% is less than $4 an ounce over spot for Silver Eagles. And if you guys have been watching for a long time, like I said, remember I said my buy number for Silver Eagles is 4 and under. In other words, when it gets over $4 an ounce over spot, I start to shy away from Eagles. I think the premium is too much. Now that you're seeing premiums on Silver Eagles below 4, this is me personally. I'm not telling you what to do as financial advice. This is just me. I am buying Eagles again as long as I can buy them back of $4 an ounce over spot. So I'm a big fan of Eagles at that number, and that's where I continue to stack them at, and I will continue to do so slowly, of course, with the money that I have. But when those premiums go back up, if you start seeing Silver Eagles at $5, $6, $7 an ounce over spot, that's when I start to shy away and I start looking at silver rounds. And also keep in mind that these premiums that they buy it back at could change. It wasn't less than a year ago where you could sell 90% silver for way over spot. So if that market changes and the demand for 90% silver goes up, the 90% silver could be the better silver to have in your stack as well. So just keep that in mind when you're making your stacking decisions. And these numbers always change, so you never know what could really end up being the best buy. But if you look at it on a current time standpoint, it does again look like Silver Eagles back of $4 an ounce over spot are the way to go. Again, my opinion and my opinion only. I would love to know yours, so let me know down below. Well, there you go, guys, and I hope that you found today's information at least a little bit useful. I know some of you won't, and that's totally fine, but hopefully many of you did. Do me a favor down below and leave a comment. I really do appreciate it if you guys did that. It really helps me out. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you go. Check out this video up here if you haven't seen it yet, and we'll see you in the very next video.